so that each hand is aware of its essential domain to defend and traverse, and the spatial area in which the body should stay within. Now, how this then relates to Jook Wan training, and again, Jook Wan is, again, arguably, it's either in some instances presented at the beginning of training or withheld until the very end to add the final polish to a Wing Chun practitioner's technique, in the sense that the Jook Wan adds a heightened and almost ramped up level of ballistic rotation to all the hand techniques and also the body's core chun or coiling power. Now, within the scope of my early introduction to the Jook Wan training, I was told that there were 5 fundamental pivots that the Jook Wan cultivates and also is the unique domain of. Now, these same pivot points that I'll discuss that are within the Jook Wan are also contained in the Chum Kyu form, and the Chum Kyu is really the jump-off point from where you take your Sunum Tao structural training and then put the primary focus on rotation power through the Chun Ma and through the various hand techniques contained in it. Within Jook Wan training, though, the first fundamental pivot concept or pivot structural idea that's imparted is called central pivot. Now, the central pivot concept takes the template of the circle and simply makes the student aware that the center point of this ring is the anchored pivot point that they're first introduced to. Now, through the course of the hand techniques, it's believed that this pivot point begins to integrate and unite with the vertical mother plane axis that extends beyond the body. When you are trying to utilize your Wing Chun techniques to protect your life, and your life is being threatened, that the ingrained social habits of being virtually polite within your techniques needs to disappear. There needs to be a level so that the moment you make contact with the opponent's bridge arm or whatever contact points you're given, they should begin to feel not all, but a great deal of your body mass impairing their ability to move and compromising their ability to maintain their structure. That one detail alone allows you to circumvent and undermine close to 90% of what the opponent can do. From the simple standpoint, too, that if you're unable initially to generate a level of power, either personally because of lack of practice or because of the circumstance of the moment, at least you can circumvent and undermine their ability to attack you successfully and begin to neutralize them in that passive way. When practicing the Po Pai Chung techniques, the Sat Jung techniques, the techniques of the ring and wooden dummy, be aware that you're cultivating cohesive methods of sticking to a practitioner that don't rely on the use of the thumb and give you a superior way to navigate the hands of the attacker, to undermine their ability to pose a counter offense, and to effectively counter them and neutralize them.